the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
First down throw by Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. A draw now. This is Swift. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That one gains 7. And that's a Chicago first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First down, here's Swift. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
3rd down, here's Williams. That's incomplete left side. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Santos' kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now. And now the ball's in his hands.
First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. Second down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. McCarthy throwing here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again, following the sack. Jump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. And he's got it, but didn't stay in bounds. Oh, hold on. There's a flag on the field, though. Let's listen. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still first down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Williams to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. Takes out a one-stop. Yeah, he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
The throw left side finds Burden. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Williams from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. Jukes one defender, and they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and goal, Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Williams. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. After the sack, quite a lengthy 3rd and goal now. 18 yards needed. Throwing from the gun here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Now McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, Minnesota.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On play action now, McCarthy. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Mason gets it from the gun. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st down, Vikings.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, and they go right back to it.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 6-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
This is Mason on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. McCarthy to throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a 1st down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league, and you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well. Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's McCarthy. Has it in close. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll take the lead.
Vikings 7, Bears 6.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll work this one up to the 28. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Neeson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. McCarthy looking to throw. He takes it himself. Gets him close to 8 on that effort. Nice slide at the end. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. 1st down, Williams to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Williams. That's complete, Kokomet. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. The bounce outside yields a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying grounded with Swift. Nothing doing on the draw block. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. To throw, Williams. Odunze's got it, right side. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Finally, some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league, and you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well. Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Williams. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. Komet's got it, left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 6.
13, Vikings 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That's cut and try by Addison. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now give it to Mason. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the 48. Throwing the out route complete. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. It's the Vikings. With it, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Running right, here's Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get a late score and tie it before the half. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take the lead on that successful kick.
14. Bears 13.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams from the gun. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams will look to throw. Looking for a target. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll get this up to his own 44. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Search, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They put a receiver in motion right. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. This is brought in at the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8.
21. Bears 13.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. And they'll pitch it out to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Working from the gun, Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Third down, here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Williams on the play action. Komet's got it, left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A give, right side for Swift. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Williams with the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Bears, 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Williams to throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Jonathan Grenard on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Gun. Here's Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Their punter making his way out now. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. A give to Mason. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
In truth, Kate, I kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another run for Mason. Escapes a defender. Good one ripped there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
3rd and 2. McCarthy. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Zone read to give to Swift. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down throw by Williams. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Monunga. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
21.
Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. You had no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. First down, ball at the 36. Mason gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. McCarthy to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. A costly mistake as the late hit on the quarterback leaves this defense out there and gives the other side some yards and a first. They'll run here following the penalty. Juke the defender. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They bring Thielen in motion right. Running once more with Mason. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Motion man sent left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So maybe the last person you'd expect to get tagged, but that's roughing the passer on one of the cornerbacks. Running it after the penalty. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on 1st down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
This is Mason on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings push this to an 8-point game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings push the lead to 2 scores now.
Bears 19.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down, Williams. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Williams on 1st down. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back.
Offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Big strike here to Moore. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
He danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Wow, he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Flush out out to his left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Now here's Williams. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He's keeping it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Catch made over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. On play action now, McCarthy. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's positive, but that's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Finds his favorite target again here. This is Addison. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now McCarthy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First down, Williams to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And it sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Toss play, Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, that safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up. Man, he loves to dish out a big hit.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bears first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. One in behind center with Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Williams to throw on 3rd. That one's nabbed by Komet. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams off the play fake. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. Well, it looked like they were running out of options to slow down or stop what was turning into a very nice drive. But then, in the 11th hour, partner to the defense comes through with an interception.
Sure did. It feels like it was part effort and part desperation. He knew it was just about the only way they were getting off the field without surrendering points, and he made it happen.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now give it to Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll send him over right. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Deep. Oh no, he lost control of another one. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back.
Recovered by the offense.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. He's back to throw. Stays in the pocket. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
3 and out.
punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. On play action, here's Williams. He tucks it and takes off. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears down by a touchdown. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Down by 6, no choice but to go for this. Here he goes, gotta have this. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Vikings have recovered! And they're gonna take possession of the football, but they're gonna do it deep on their own side of the field. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.